All right, good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday, 48 First Alert Meteorologist Eric Burke. Glad you're with us here for Weather Extra. It is 10:30 and going to turn out to be another nice day. We do have a special guest here today. I have a job shadow. Her name is Kennedy. She lives out in Killen. She's about to be a freshman at Brooks, but she sent an email and said, hey, I have an interest in meteorology. I want to see what you guys do. So we have a guest. You can't see her. She's off camera, but she's over there, I promise. But yeah, Weather Extra. Temperatures this morning started off no different than the past couple of days. There was actually a nice breeze with us overnight into this morning, and that eliminated any potential fog, so it was a pretty forgiving morning commute. 86, that will be our high today, but just the difference in humidity between today and yesterday is certainly noticeable when you're outside. You notice it just kind of feels a little bit more uncomfortable, and that humidity is going to continue to ramp up as we go through the day today, and you're definitely going to feel the difference into tomorrow. Some changes to that 10-day forecast, and we're just starting off with the 10-day because we've got a big blinking red banner, and that is over your Friday. We're now going with a 48 First Alert weather day for Friday. This is for the potential of strong to severe storms as we go through Friday afternoon and evening. Now, don't get too set just on Friday because we do have the potential on Saturday as well of seeing some strong to severe storms in that same time frame, that being the late afternoon and evening. So the quiet, great stretch of weather that we've had over the past several days here, a great start to the month of June, but the pattern gets a bit more active and unsettled. A bumpy ride as we go through this coming weekend. Terrible timing for a chance of strong to severe storms with HydroFest going on. You can't see this, but off camera, I see the Tennessee Valley Living ladies getting ready for the big live TVL show that's on at 11 a.m. live from Gunnersville, previewing all of the awesome events happening for HydroFest this weekend in Gunnersville. Looks like a beautiful day. Should be a great broadcast. I'll have some weather updates there in TVL, but join them for the whole hour. They always do a great live show. So Friday, Saturday, threat for strong to severe storms. Sunday is trending a bit drier. That's some good news. Might have some periods of rain, maybe a few storms, likely earlier in the day. I think we start to dry out by Sunday. So your whole weekend will not be rain and storms. I know it's not just HydroFest. There's so much going on this weekend. Just keep an eye on the forecast and know if we do see storms developing Friday, Saturday, or even Sunday for that matter, some of those storms could be strong to severe in nature, and even the rain and storm potential will continue into the early part of next week. So let's get to some of our cameras, show you what's going on outside. Here's high atop Saturn V, U.S. Space and Rocket Center. Looks like 565 traffic, lunchtime traffic, early lunch, depending on what time you eat, of course. Maybe it's your breakfast. I don't know, depending on what you're doing. But you see downtown Huntsville, Montesano, a little bit of haze still from some of the Canadian wildfires, and we're already at 79 degrees out at Huntsville International Airport. And we go to Gunnersville. Speaking of City Harbor, you've got the bridge, the lakes, a little bit more blue sky actually in Marshall County at the moment. We had some clouds this morning, and that's why our temperatures are just a little bit slower to warm up here, but we will warm up into those mid-80s. That heat index will feel like lower 90s, so getting into more of a summertime feel. Forecast for today, I promised you yesterday that some of you towards Sand Mountain, northeast Alabama, and areas south of the Tennessee River would see some pop-up showers and storms. None of them were strong to severe, thankfully. Like to see that, but some of you saw some decent downpours, and that's exactly where those storms set up yesterday. So pat on the back to our forecast. Got that one right yesterday. If we do see a stray shower or storm today, I think it would likely be over portions of northwest Alabama and also to our north into parts of middle Tennessee. Others, hey, just enjoy the day. 86 degrees, feeling like low 90s. Overnight tonight, I think dense fog will be an issue for the Friday morning commute. Friday commutes are tough as it is, just based on the increase in traffic volume. We'll be waking up around 70 degrees. Will be very humid. 88 your high tomorrow. This is before the rain and storm threat develops. The heat index tomorrow will be anywhere from 94 to 99 degrees. So this will be the hottest, most humid day that we experienced so far this season, and it might catch a few of you off guard. So if you have anything very strenuous planned going through the day on Friday, There is a chance that you could run into some heat-related issues. Heat exhaustion, heat stroke, obviously very serious. A lot of people are just outside in general. But with that heat index 94 to 99, you will feel it. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Take some breaks from doing anything strenuous. First alert weather day, though, for Friday afternoon and evening. We're going to talk a lot more about that. And even Saturday. Saturday morning is at least looking better as far as dry hours goes. But as we go into the afternoon, we're looking at another chance of seeing some strong to severe storms there on Saturday. So what type of threats are we looking at? Now, we are into June. April and May, March, even February, those are kind of our tornado months. Tornadoes can happen in June. It's just not going to be the primary threat here. A very low tornado threat for Friday and Saturday. Might even have to extend that first alert weather day into Saturday. We're just holding off for the time being. I'll just verbally mention that there's a chance of some strong to severe storms. With it being June, typically when we get these clusters or lines of storms coming in, this is when we have that higher threat of seeing damaging wind potential, especially if that line starts to get that bowing segment. Think of a bow and arrow with an archer. If you get a bowing segment within that line or cluster of storms, you're going to have a greater risk of seeing damaging wind gusts. Those damaging winds can knock down trees, tree limbs, blow around your patio furniture. They can blow away your garbage can, your trampoline, for example. That is always a common thing we see here in Alabama, is that the trampoline just kind of flips over. Make sure those are secured. But this is also a big camping weekend too. People are either out in tents or they're in campers. If we do see that wind threat really ramping up, the tent or your camper is not going to be a safe place to be. We just say no if you're camping where a sturdy building or structure is, and know where, when and where to go if we do start seeing that wind threat ramping up. But mainly looking at damaging wind potential, we're forecasting a lot of heavy rainfall. A lot of this just has to do with the humidity and the moisture that we're dealing with. So heavy rain a concern. Could see 1 to 2 inches of rain as we go through the weekend. Potential for some hail with this, and a lot of cloud to ground lightning. Frequent cloud to ground lightning. Very, very dangerous this time of year with the people out on the lake. They're either fishing, they're on their speedboat, just poolside or camping. Lightning safety. If you hear thunder or see lightning, be sure to go to that safe structure like I mentioned. But your rain and storm timeline, not for today, but for tomorrow, your 48 first alert weather day, that sweet spot is going to be the afternoon evening time frame when the atmosphere is most unstable and most volatile. That's when we have that threat for storms coming in. So be weather alert tomorrow afternoon and evening. And Saturday's rain and storm timeline is also similar. Of course, my clicker is going to give me issues. Sometimes you just have to hold it up. I don't get it. Go out to the radar right now. Tracking a cluster of heavy rain. Not so much severe storms there, but moving through portions of West Tennessee, heading toward kind of the Nashville metro area. Temperatures here are 74 in Moulton, 79 Huntsville, 79 Meridianville. We've got 75 in beautiful Scottsboro and 77 up there in Lincoln County. More breaks than the clouds anticipated the later you go in the day, so probably our afternoon bringing more sunshine than what we necessarily saw for your earlier morning hours. I'd call it partly to mostly cloudy for a good portion of the day. Highs around 86 degrees. Not much wind either. Wind was south-southeasterly. Now we're looking at more of a south-southwesterly wind. The forecast rain, though, could be heavy as we go through Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The model is consistently put out 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. Any slower moving storms could produce some locally higher amounts of rain, and that's where that threat for isolated flooding comes in. I hope I didn't click through the one graphic I really wanted to show you, and I think I did, unfortunately. You'll have to join us for Tennessee Valley Living and also our newscast at noon. I'll go through kind of your hour-by-hour breakdown. Here's a weekend forecast. Periods of rain and storms. Saturday morning, trending mostly dry. Through the afternoon and evening on Saturday, higher chances of seeing those strong to potentially severe storms with the same threats we're forecasting for tomorrow, that being the damaging wind threat, threat for large hail, frequent cloud to ground lightning, heavy rainfall. Sunday, rain trending earlier in the day, Later in the day on Sunday, I think we'll see some dry hours, but we'll go with scattered showers and storms for your Sunday. So it's not a start to finish awful weekend, but Saturday afternoon and potentially Sunday morning looks like we'll be dealing with some rain showers. Here's kind of the setup. Notice all the activity we have across the southeast, out into the plains. They've got some storms brewing up there into the Great Lakes. I showed you what's happening in Tennessee, portions of Kentucky as well. Looking at potential for showers and storms. That low that brought us the rain and storms yesterday over northeast Alabama, areas south of the river, that's actually going more toward the Carolinas and Georgia. So that will be their weather maker, not ours today. And we're kind of just banking on a few pop-up showers and storms over portions of northwest Alabama. For tonight, 70 degrees. That's your overnight low. Very humid evening, not much wind, and the calm winds overnight. The added moisture plus some soil moisture, the reason we're including the mention of some areas of dense fog as we wake up tomorrow morning, so that could slow down your morning commute. We go to your Friday. Friday again, 48 first alert weather day for the threat of strong to potentially severe storms as we go through the afternoon into the evening. Temperatures tomorrow very hot in the upper 80s for highs. That heat index anywhere from 94 to 99 degrees. So heat safety is important. And we'll take another look here at your extended 7 and now 10-day forecast. Here just looking at the red banner, obviously first alert weather day tomorrow. Scattered storms, some strong to severe, Saturday afternoon and evening. Sunday kind of trending in the morning hours. We'll have some periods of showers and storms, hopefully drying out by Sunday afternoon. Chances for scattered showers, a few storms Monday into Tuesday of next week, but the pattern will stay unsettled. Each day it looks like we have the thunderstorm icon on, unfortunately. So that is it. Lorelei, good morning. I think Kevin also said good morning. Good morning to both of you. Appreciate you all joining us. 85 of you hanging out with us at 10:30 here, now 10:41 on your Thursday for Weather Extra. So that's awesome. Appreciate your guys' viewership, your loyalty. Plenty of updates coming again during Tennessee Valley Living and on your newscast at noon. I'll go through that hour-by-hour forecast, the graphic that I accidentally skipped over for you. So join us then. Again, big live show from Lake Gunnersville on Tennessee Valley Living. Join Peyton Walker at 11 o'clock. They always put on a good live show. So thanks for your time. Stay weather aware. First alert weather day for severe weather threat tomorrow afternoon and evening. Have a great Thursday, all.